Hello, everyone, and welcome to the June 2025 Donors Forum. We have three organizations presenting today: Harvest Your Zen, Red Granite Charter School, and Raptor Education Incorporated, also known as REGI. First, we'll have Dr. Taryn Stittelberg, founder and creator of Harvest Your Zen, tell us more about her organization.
I am Dr. Taryn Stittelberg. My married name is Reese Graff, and thank you for your time. I'm very excited to talk to you about my project. With me in this meeting, I also have Derek Trainer, my real estate broker, who has assisted me with this development. So if you have any questions at the end of this, he can answer those about the development. So as I said, my name is Dr. Taryn Stittelberg Reese Graff. A little bit about me. My name is Taryn. While I may hold many different titles, there are a couple that I hold dearest. I'm an organic farmer's wife. My husband and I live on an organic dairy farm where we raise our three children. I am board certified in clinical nutrition. I'm a chiropractor, and I also am a functional medicine doctor. My favorite people call me wife, mom, and doctor. I've spent a little over 15 years in alternative medicine, and one thing that has become abundantly clear is healing is dependent on food and lifestyle, but most families cannot afford the support they need. Our why. This is why I created Harvest Your Zen. It's a farm-based wellness initiative in central Wisconsin that combines regenerative agriculture, functional medicine, chiropractic care, and hands-on education. We have a pretty simple mission that comes down to providing nourishing food and alternative care regardless of income. We offer free access to alternative health care and organically grown produce to families in need because everyone deserves to feel well and supported. All right, this is a photo from our last pig roast event that we have had for the last 2 years to raise money for our mission. So our mission is to provide nourishing food and alternative care regardless of income, free alternative health care, organically grown produce for families in need and schools, because everyone deserves to feel well and supported. When we get into why it matters, so some statistics, because everybody likes hard statistics, right? In Wisconsin, 1 in 6 children faces hunger, so that's over 160,000 kids. And during the summer, that worsens when school meals stop. Because food access isn't enough, kids also need to learn how to nourish themselves. Home ec is gone in schools, life skills are disappearing, and that's why we're training children as interns and advocates. We're helping them plant, grow, and harvest real food while learning responsibility, nutrition, and respect for the land. We also see that our numbers are continuing to increase when it comes to spectrum diagnoses, or autism is a typical word that's used. The commonality now is 1 in 31 children, which I would assume somebody in this call knows either, their own child, grandchild, etc., that is affected by that. When you're faced with those complex diagnoses, it comes with a lot of different challenges. So we're not trying to change or cure. We're just trying to focus on creating a better quality of life for them and their families with calm environments, clean food, and support that actually helps. The future. So this is our first pig roast that we had. This is me, my husband, and our 3 kiddos. So our future is, we believe that instilling responsibility, nutritional awareness, and respect for the earth is our responsibility to the next generation. Our vision includes teaching youth and adults how to plant, grow, and harvest their very own food. In a world where our children are often defined by a diagnosis and a pharmaceutical plan, we dream of a slower approach, clean food, and real support. Our focus is helping our community get back to the roots and improving quality of life. So something that's super cool and that we've been fundraising for the last little over 3 years is our greenhouse project. So we launched this to get a greenhouse or a high tunnel. For what we received, we're getting a high tunnel, which just essentially means that it goes into the ground as opposed to a concrete slab underneath. So our greenhouse project was just finally done and created. So we will be putting up a 39-foot by 96-foot high tunnel greenhouse. It'll be up this fall for us to do some stuff through the winter, and then this spring we will begin to plant more options where we will be providing local schools and family with quality veggies. When I went and talked about this project to our local school, I couldn't believe the amount of kids that had never had a real vegetable. They knew veggies, you know, that were in a can or that were frozen, which, right, we all need vegetables in some capacity, but I couldn't believe the amount of kids that had never had a raw carrot or cucumber. So that is our greenhouse. Our care and education. So this is a schematic of what our new building is going to look like. Our dream is to expand our ever-growing patient base to available for all clinic that offers them more than just care. Farm-to-table commercial kitchen we will have that's offering our commitment to a warm environment of education and hands-on learning. This is where we were asking for our help. So we're opening a farm-to-table store and a commercial kitchen to provide access to real food and cooking skills. The kitchen build-out costs just over $170,000. We're currently seeking $170,000 in financial support to help make it happen. While that's our goal, we are truly grateful for support of any amount. Every dollar helps make a difference in bringing this vision to life. We deeply value and can donations that support our mission, and we welcome volunteers for events, programs, and hands-on farm work. Additionally, we are expanding our medical clinic to serve more families with integrative, accessible care, whether it's through food, education, or hands-on healing. We're committed to making wellness available for everyone. Harvest Your Zen is where food meets healing, where families find hope, connection, and real tools to thrive. Thank you for supporting this vision.
All right. Our next presenters are Heidi Kleinschmidt, Executive Director, and Maud Megan, Pedagogical Director of Red Granite Charter School.
Thank you, Kelly. Okay, well, first off, thank you for allowing us the opportunity to share and talk about our school today. Like Kelly had said, my name is Heidi Kleinschmidt, and I'm the Executive Director for Red Granite Charter School. I have a background in mental health and trauma-informed care. I have been really enjoying meeting the needs of our children in a healthy and holistic way. I also have 3 young children that currently attend Red Granite Charter School, and we are really excited to share this with you today. I also have my co-lead Maud Megan, who will introduce herself.
Thank you, Heidi. My name is Maud Megan. I've been in education for 17 years, a public school teacher for much of that time. I am currently the pedagogical director of Red Granite Charter School. I'm also the creator and director of a Waldorf teacher training program that serves the Tomorrow River Community Charter School here in Amherst, and also the Red Granite Charter School teachers. I am passionate about offering diverse education to children.
So today we're going to talk a little bit about us, more particular Red Granite. We're going to talk about a current grant that we have. Maud is going to speak on our Waldorf pedagogy, our enrollment partnership, school site, and answer any questions that you all might have. So I'm first going to start with just sharing Red Granite's vision. Our work is to build a foundation for lifelong learning and integrity for our students. We seek to send into the world confident, curious, and independent thinkers who will lead a life of purpose, contribution, and direction. Our mission at Red Granite is to nurture each child individually and empower them through a holistic education. Our commitment is to foster a lifelong love of learning and critical thinking by keeping kids engaged with the outdoors, one another, and the world around them. We provide a safe and supportive learning environment in which every child is equal and all are welcome. So a little bit about Red Granite and our history. We are a tuition-free public charter school that is open to anyone from any district. Our curriculum is driven in the Waldorf pedagogy, which is inspired by the core principles of public Waldorf education. The Red Granite Charter Schools contract was approved by the Wausau School District in June of 2023. And we also, in October of 2023, Red Granite received a federal grant awarded at $1.9 million. So to speak a little bit more about our grant was awarded. We were 1 out of 14 schools that received these funds in 2023, which is pretty amazing. So this is a 5-year grant that spans over the course of 5 years. Next year, we will be moving into our 3rd year. The thing about this grant, it can only be utilized for certain funds. So we can only spend it in certain ways. We utilize our grant funds to purchase Waldorf-specific supplies outside of our operational budget, teacher-specific training. We do a lot of training for our teachers to provide them so they can be trained in the Waldorf pedagogy. It also can assist with contractors who are really there to support and build the systems for our school. However, our funds cannot be used for any type of buildings, purchasing of buildings, or any form of construction. It can only be used specific for supplies. And now I'm going to hand it over so Maud can share a little bit about Waldorf.
Thank you, Heidi. So public Waldorf education helps children build resilience, connection, and practical life skills. As you can see from these pictures, there are images of students doing outdoor learning, hands-on learning, and even artistic work. So the history of Waldorf education began in 1919 in Germany when Rudolf Steiner opened a school for factory workers' children. He believed learning should support the whole child, head, heart, and hands. Today, Waldorf education is one of the fastest growing alternative methods of education, and schools are found all over the world. Today, there are 60 public Waldorf schools in the US, and central Wisconsin is home to 3 of them. I was fortunate to be able to assist the startup of our sister school, Tomorrow River Community Charter School, over 10 years ago. So why public Waldorf education, or why Waldorf education? Public Waldorf education offers a grounded response to the growing complexity of our world. It's rooted in timeless values like respect, resilience, responsibility, character development, and care for community. Our curriculum nurtures the whole child through academics, the arts, hands-on practical work, and outdoor exploration. As children face increasing pressures from technology, social stress, and disconnection, Waldorf education cultivates focus, curiosity, and inner confidence. By investing in this model, you're supporting an education that prepares young people not just for jobs, but for living good and purpose-filled lives. So teaching to the needs of the whole child. This is something that Waldorf education has been doing for over 100 years, and it is now found and supported by neuroscience. There are wonderful studies that support all facets of what we do. Waldorf education provides a broad range of learning opportunities for children to explore. This gives every learner an opportunity to find their strengths and build on areas that challenge them. It is our goal to engage the head, heart, and hands of the learner. Our play-based early childhood creates a strong foundation for the development of social and emotional learning. It fosters active imagination, problem-solving skills, and it builds empathy. Literacy stems from a rich storytelling practice that supports children's imaginations, vocabulary development, and more. So supporting the early childhood student in creating relationships among peers creates strong communities in these wonderful schools. Our students loop with their teachers from 1st grade through 8th grade. That means they stay with the same teacher for most, if not all, of those years. This also helps in creating a very resilient family-like community within the classroom. In first grade and beyond, the curriculum includes core academic subjects such as math and reading, which are woven into 4 to 6 week-long thematic blocks. Each block or unit of study is carefully curated to meet the developmental stage of the young learner. Teachers use storytelling, music, and artistic work to deliver academic subjects and skills. For example, our third grade curriculum focuses on building practical skills and independence. Children learn about math, science, and language arts through cooking, building, and gardening. Along with our thematic blocks, children receive instruction in music, world languages, handwork, and outdoor education. Spanish or French are commonly taught beginning in first grade, along with knitting and other work tasks, flute or recorder, gardening, and nature studies as well. In fourth grade, we introduce stringed instruments. As educators, we know that children remember more and connect more deeply with new material when they are actively engaged and emotionally connected. Studies in neuroscience can confirm this. Waldorf education has been applying this knowledge for over 100 years.
So why we are here and why we need your support. I'm going to share a little bit of our history over the course of the past few years. So in February of 2023, the Wausau School Board votes in favor of restructuring, and Red Granite is designated to move into Hewitt, Texas Elementary School, which is where we resided this past year. October of 2023, we were awarded our $1.9 million grant by the Department of Education to help us launch our charter school. In November of 2023, the Wausau School Board voted to reverse restructuring. And then in January of 2025, the Wausau School Board voted to close 3 of their elementary schools, and Hewitt, Texas was one of those. Wausau School Board then approved of the public sale of Hewitt, Texas, which was the building we were residing in this past year. Leaving us in our current situation where Red Granite must raise funds to either purchase a school or move into an existing school building due to the loss of Hewitt, Texas. And unfortunately, our Department of Education grant funds cannot be utilized for the purchase of a building or for any form of construction. So with that, next year, we will be residing at Rib Mountain Elementary School. So this year, Red Granite served pre-kindergarten up until 3rd grade. Next year, we will be adding 4th grade. So each year we will be adding an additional grade until we are up until 8th grade. So with the closing of Hewitt, Texas Elementary School, we had to pivot and we had to move our school after the first year. So Rib Mountain Elementary School, although it will work for next year, it doesn't have enough room for us to continue and grow and add additional classrooms. We understand the importance of having a permanent location for our students and for our families. Even with the move after our first year, we have still seen that our enrollment has doubled over the last year, and we have doubled our enrollment for next year. And we only see this continuing to grow once we find our forever home. So with that, we have a unique opportunity to purchase and revitalize the Hewitt, Texas Elementary School that served as our school over this past year. Hewitt, Texas, for those of you that don't know, is located in the town of Texas. It's a country school located on 16 acres, and it has beautiful woods located in the background. One beautiful thing that we were really able to see with this location is that over this year, we created hiking trails where nature studies was conducted outdoor for our kids, where they were exploring trails, exploring nature. We also have a wetlands pond on this area where we utilize the outdoor piece to teach our children our Waldorf pedagogy. So this option offers a cost-effective starting point with existing infrastructure, reducing long-term construction and permit delays. With your support, we can breathe new life into this beautiful space, transforming it into a warm, creative, and nature-connected environment for our children and our families. Although this is our primary option and this is what we are looking towards doing, We are aware that we might need to pivot and that we are also requesting funds in any form of donation to help us find a long-term home. We know that we need a long-term home for our families, and we are looking to be able to provide that for our families. So we understand the importance of continuing to build this strong community that we have started over this past years. Our family has been involvement this year has been an instrumental part of our success and our growth. We have had many school events and after school events that have truly been inspiring to see everybody come together. And like Maud had stated, that family feel in the classroom is really a family feel within the school in this beautiful community. So today we ask for your help in finding our permanent location to help us grow our roots to build a foundation for future generations. This is my contact information for any comments or questions, and we thank you for your time today.
Yeah, thank you so much, Heidi and Maud. Finally, we have Marge Gibson, a founder and executive director of Raptor Education Group Incorporated, otherwise known as Reggie.
I want to thank you so much for the opportunity to talk with you today and share our plans and our hopes of expanding Raptor Education Group into Marathon County within the next few years. Our mission at Raptor Education Group is to care for wildlife, actually protected avian wildlife. We are a 501c3 organization, so we receive no state or federal funds. And we're dedicated to really exceptional care of the birds and rehabilitation of sick, injured, or orphan native bird species. We also are very strongly aware of the impactful public education on wildlife issues that means so much to children and to adults as well. And the meaningful involvement in research. All of this enhances the understanding of issues that affect native bird populations. In 1991, my late husband and I established Raptor Education Group. We incorporated in 1993. That was the year that we moved back to Wisconsin. I'm from Antigo originally. And we started what I thought was going to be a small organization, basically to do education, conservation work, and that sort of thing. But very soon it evolved into a wildlife rehabilitation center. And that was in response to the needs that were both observed and requested from us in Wisconsin. The problem was there were a few wildlife centers that existed at the time, but even more rare were those that cared for the really large avian species. And that includes bald eagles and trumpeter swans. Both at the time were listed as endangered species. We were able to collaborate with the DNR, Endangered Resources, on both species, researching to identify the causes of their mortality and help with placement of any birds that needed specific care. Bald eagles were removed from the endangered list in 2007, and trumpeter swans followed in 2009, which was a great success, and we're very, very proud of that. Trumpeter swans were extirpated from from Wisconsin in the late 1880s. The reintroduction began in Wisconsin in 1989 when state endangered species decided to utilize the eggs from Alaska, which was had a stronger population of trumpeter swans, and hatch them and then release them into Wisconsin. And it was a wonderful, wonderful plan. Reggie played a significant role in the reintroduction program, as well as in continued rehabilitation of these amazing birds. People don't realize, but they're the largest flying bird in our country. One important part of rehabilitation is being able to raise baby birds without them becoming imprinted on humans or associating themselves with humans rather than other birds. When they do that, when they're human imprints, they are non-releasable to the wild. And in fact, they're not accepted in the wild by their wild counterparts. Reggie helped answer that problem in rehabilitation issues by introducing the use of foster parents. These birds are non-releasable and they readily take in babies that are not their own and raise them, preparing them for a life out in the wild in a way that was never possible in a rehabilitation setting before. They are wild birds that are injured and come in and are not releasable. So they very graciously take in babies that are not theirs and are really excellent parents. It's been really a marvelous situation to watch. Currently, Raptor Education Group treats around 1,000 avian patients each year, and we maintain a dedication to really exceptional rehabilitation care. The education program is amazing and thriving. We have a fantastic director and educators as well. And we reached about 10,000 people annually in 2023 and 2024. By mid-2025, Reggie has already engaged 8,000 participants. And from the calls that we're receiving, we're very likely to receive that and pass the attendance figures by this year's end. We have a highly successful internship program. We're attracting college students from across the country and abroad with majors in conservation biology, veterinary medicine, field research, and more. And as a result of the educational intern experience, many of our interns have continued their work and ours in various locations, including Turkey, Greece, Colombia, Chile, and other places in South America, as well as numerous places across the United States, becoming veterinarians, wildlife educators, field researchers, and government agents. We're really proud of our internship program and the interns that result from it. We believe these interns really are the future of wildlife conservation. These are my this year interns. Although Reggie's been successful in Anigo, that rural location has created additional challenges. As Reggie continues to grow and demand for educational programs increase, we're looking to expand into the Marathon County area. Currently, approximately 1/3 of our patients originate from Marathon County, demonstrating the region's significance to our operations. Additionally, over 40% of our educational program is conducted in that area, and that is really pivotal to our outreach efforts. Marathon County offers an ideal landscape to strengthen our existing partnerships. We have established valuable relationships with Wausau, DC Everett school districts, as well as the University of Wisconsin-Stevens Point and other educational institutions that are beyond the reach of our Anigo-based operations. Enhancing these collaborations would allow us to extend our educational impact and foster deep community ties, as well as support more educational opportunities for college students throughout the year. As conflicts between humans and wildlife continue to escalate, it has become increasingly imperative to educate the public on vital conservation issues. Our outreach programs have been effective, and yet our reach is often restricted by our geographic location. It forces us to decline opportunities, in fact, due to distance constraints. Marathon County presents an ideal centrally located hub that would enable us to expand our outreach capabilities significantly. Furthermore, we have observed that the most profound educational experiences occur when individuals personally bring injured birds to our rehabilitation clinic. This hands-on involvement fosters a deep connection, one that you can't duplicate, in the understanding of the circumstances that led to the animal's need for care. By expanding into Marathon County, we anticipate a greater willingness for the public to visit our facility and thereby enhance these powerful educational opportunities. Our proposed expansion aims to establish a state-of-the-art facility that prioritizes public interaction and fosters a meaningful connection with wildlife and nature. While our current facility exceeds and excels in providing critical patient care, it's home to one of the largest flight conditioning buildings for large birds such as bald eagles, but it lacks the infrastructure to support on-site visitation and educational program. The strategic expansion to Marathon County presents an exciting opportunity to design and to construct a facility with the focus on education and community engagement. This new location would be thoughtfully developed to accommodate visitors, offering enriching experiences for families, school groups, and nature enthusiasts alike. To successfully realize this expansion, we are actively seeking suitable properties that align with the scope and ambition of this initiative. Additionally, we're looking to reach out to potential benefactors who wish to contribute this transformative project. Our vision is to expand Reggie to become a remarkable asset to the Marathon County communities. Currently, we're in the planning phase of this comprehensive endeavor, and we're inviting collaboration from individuals and entities willing to support us in various capacities. Your involvement can take many forms, including financial contributions. Donations will directly facilitate the development of a new facility. Innovative ideas. We're always interested in creative input to enhance the project's impact. Volunteer efforts. Hands-on support to bring our vision to life is really important. Spreading awareness, helping us reach a wider audience to garner additional support. Your participation is invaluable and will significantly propel us toward achieving our objectives. Together, we can create an exceptional educational and conservation hub that benefits both wildlife and community. We welcome you to visit us at our Antigo facility for a private tour. If you're interested, please contact me, email, or if you have any questions, please let me know, and you can contact me by phone or by email, either one. Thank you so much for your interest. We really appreciate it, and we look forward to hearing from you.
So yeah, Dr. Taryn, Heidi, Maud, and Marge, thank you so much for sharing your time, energy, and passion with our community. You are what helps us create a brighter community for all. So if you are watching this video and you are a donor advised fund holder with the Community Foundation and have questions about these projects and programs, please contact me, Kelly Price, at Kelly, K-E-L-L-Y, at cfoncw.org, or by calling 715-598-5986. And I will gladly help answer your questions or connect you directly with any of today's presenters. If you would like to partner with Harvest Your Zen, Red Granite Charter School, and or Reggie, we have 4 ways that you can go about doing this. You can enter a grant through our donor portal located at our website, cfoncw.org. You can send me an email with the organization name, project, and the grant amount. Again, my email is kelly@cfoncw.org. You can call the Community Foundation offices. Our general line is 715-845-9555. Or you can stop by our office, which we are located at 200 Washington Street in downtown Wausau. So again, thank you so much for your time and attention to these 3 great organizations. I hope you have a good rest of your day.